We are blessing y'all right now. Run your race at Outlier are giving 2 free tickets to the NBA playoff game. All you have to do is hit the link in the description and sign up for a free trial. Once you do that, you'll be entered into a draw and you can get 2 free NBA tickets to a city near you. So make sure you comment Outlier, hit the link in the description so you can start your free trial. Outliers give you a chance to make smarter bets and get free tickets. So go to Outlier right now and sign up for a free trial.
What was that next step and how did you handle that?
It was insane for me, man. Like, it was, because I had, and I honestly say this, and I say it respectfully to everyone that's ever touched the basketball. I ain't feel like I hear the stories on how hard Kobe worked and how hard MJ worked and everybody else. Like, I don't think nobody who ever played the game of basketball worked harder than me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
we literally worked out 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Morning, evening, nights, like, and we did that every summer. And the grind and the wear and tear on my body, I just started feeling it. And then you know this better than anyone. Once you start getting a check to play basketball, it ain't fun no more. It's a straight business. You know what I'm saying? And they will remind you every month that this is a business. This, you know, I always tell basketball players, I say, yo, how old? All right, let me ask you this. How old were you when you first touched the basketball?
4 or 5.
And why did you touch it the next time?
It was just fun.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's all we ever did it for.
All we did it
never
for.
did it for checks and right? It was just fun.
Yep.
And see, when it's no longer fun, something just dips. I'm at this summer league in Raleigh, and Shawan Robinson's father, Darryl Robinson, and John Baker, they come up to me, 2 guys that I have the utmost respect for. And I'm debating, am I going back across this water or am I going to stay here? And I'm stacking my money, so I ain't spending no money. I'm cheap. I'm tight as everybody. Yeah, I'm frugal Vandross. Like, I'm frugal Vandross. Now, he ain't get the dime out of me. I ain't spent nothing.
Me too.
Right. So they was like, yo, you going back across that water? I was like, oh, no, man. They was like, well, it's a job over here at West Millbrook Middle School if you want to go be a coach. And I was like, they said, man, you should go like interview. Just go see what it's about. Because they were coaches.
Yeah.
And I was like, I only went because of the respect I had for them.
Yep.
I go to West Millbrook Middle School. This was a Friday. I go on Monday. And when I get there, the lady that's interviewing me is my favorite 7th grade teacher of all time. She's the assistant principal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what in the world? And I ain't seen her. And this at that moment that I realized that teaching is a thankless job because your favorite teacher don't even know that they were your favorite teacher. You know what I'm saying? I love this lady, Celia Selden. Hey, Miss Selden, I love you so much. And she says, Vel, I would love for you to come be the coach. Like our young people would love you, you know, giving me the principal speeches.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there listening. And she said, stay right there. She said, I want you to meet somebody. She calls this young man down. He walks in the door and when he walks in the door, it's like a little image of me, right? She was like, in hindsight, I realized she did it because he was me when I was 12.
Yeah.
Rough around the edges from the projects, ain't trust nobody, needed mentorship, et cetera, et cetera. You could see he was broke and had a good heart, but just needed someone to bring the best out of him. And so she called that boy down and I met him and he was like, man, you gonna be the coach here? And I was like, oh no, man. And he's like, man, come on, man, I need you, da-da-da-da. And he walked back out. He already late to class and some stuff. And so she said, Coach, we need you. And I was like, how much does it pay? She said, no lie. She said $225 a month for 3 months. So if I took that job, I was gonna get paid $675 for the year. All right. I said, dang. Right?
That's a pay cut. Hey, listen. And the Lord is testing you.
Hey, you talk all that you want to.
Yeah.
So about for the love of the game.
For the love of the game.
That's
you
all
need
it's
to help
gonna
him.
be. Yeah.
You're going to help me.
That love can't pay these bills.
Exactly.
So when I get out, it's the craziest thing. This is how I know my life has been ordained by God. When I get out of the building, she said, just let me know by Friday. I said, okay. When I get out the building, I'm driving home. My coach here, Greg Jackson, who's now the coach at Delaware State, calls me. He says, man, you going back overseas to play? I was like, I don't know. He's like, I said, why? He said, man, I need an assistant coach. I was like, how much does it pay? He's like, 100,000. He said, man, I got to find one fast though. He said, well, let me know if you want to come do it. I'll pay you 100,000. He said, let me know by Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go home and I'm single at the time and I just pray about it. And what I learned in that moment is if the first question you ask yourself is what will other people think about me, then you're not living your life. You're performing for acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew the scenario and I knew it sounded crazy to take $675 a year, over $100,000 a year. But on Friday, I called Miss Selden. I said, I'm going to take the middle school job. And that's how I got into coaching.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I got into coaching. So we win a couple of championships in middle school, but now I'm bored because I'm coaching against science teachers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm not, like, this ain't coaching.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm just like, we win a couple of championships. Now I get a call from, again, it's ordained by God. I get a call from a high school named Sanderson High School.
Mm-hmm.
When I played, Sanderson was the worst high school ever. It's that school that you ain't even, it's that school that you ain't want to play against because you knew you weren't going to get your average because you only going to play half the game.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how bad they were traditionally. I get a call to come interview for it. The principal at that school is my 10th grade French teacher. Kathy Moore.
Yeah.
And the interview is, Levelle, since you was 15 years old, I knew there was something special about you. That's why I want you to take this job. And I end up taking the job. We turn it around. We won 2 championships in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm training NBA cats, right?
Okay.
On the side, got my basketball camp, and I'm still single. I'm like, this is the greatest job ever, to be a teacher, have 3 months off, I had the biggest basketball camp in North Carolina. I had 300 kids.
Yeah.
Like, training NBA cats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm living the life. You can't tell me nothing right now. So North Carolina Central calls me back because they're making the transition from Division II to Division I. They want me to come be the assistant coach. And I turned them down 3 times.
Did you?
And Miss Moore calls me into the office. She said, what is this I hear about you turning down North Carolina Central? And I was like, Miss Moore, I'm being loyal to you. Like, you gave me a chance when nobody did.
Yeah.
And she took a deep breath. She said, let me tell you something. She took her hands and she put it on my face like this, both of them. She said, what you have to offer this world is greater than Sanderson High School.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go back to North Carolina Central. And that's the only reason I left and came to Central. Because I was being loyal to the people that was loyal to me. Yeah, you know, like, that's just in my DNA.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
What up, everybody? As you guys know, the playoffs right now has been crazy. The first round has been super exciting. And you know who we rocking with, DraftKings, the official sponsor of Run Your Race. So everybody go to DraftKings right now, download the app, and use promo code RACE. New customers who bet as little as $5 get $200 in bonus bets instantly. The bump has been elite, and don't miss a second with DraftKings because they're here with you until the champion is crowned. And they got you with same-game parlays and odd boost and so much more. If you're not into sports betting or sports betting isn't legal in your state, DraftKings still got you with DraftKings Pick 6 with a chance to win cash prizes. So make sure you go to DraftKings right now, download the app, and use promo code RACE. New customers who bet as little as $5 get $200 in bonus bets instantly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.